ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to Weston Racing, and in today's video we are going to basically start the countdown to the 2025 Spin Master Monster Jam poster. I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't know nothing yet. I am recording this on January 2nd towards nighttime. Phil just posted on the Facebook group saying that we are under 24 hours away from finally seeing the poster. So as of right now, I haven't seen nothing. I have no clue what's coming, no idea what to expect. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm really nervous because this year is gonna be a little bit different for me. This is gonna be my first year collecting as an adult, like as an actual adult rather than as, you know, a kid who was in high school and stuff. So this is gonna be a very different experience for me. And I'm very curious to see what they got in store for us. I'm also nervous because 2024 was a disaster from start to finish, and I'm really hoping that this year is going to be very different and hopefully a lot better. 2021 was a terrible year for Spin Master as well, and then 2022 happened, and I think so far 2022 has been their best year yet. So who knows, 2025 might be en route to be their Spin Master's best year. Who knows? We'll see. But here's what we're going to do. We got three different things we're going to do in today's video to start with. I'm going to keep the first half of the video short, and then the second half will be focusing on the actual poster reveal, which I'm going to record that section January 3rd, the night after looking at it. Now, whenever the poster drops, I'm going to save the Facebook post, but I'm not going to look at it. So, because I don't want to get spoiled or anything. I want to have my reactions be genuine for you guys, so that way you guys can see it live, my thoughts on everything. So with that being said, we're going to start off today's video with all of the stuff that we know is happening in 2025. And then the second part of the video is going to be my predictions for 2025. And then the third part is going to be the poster. So with that being said, I hope you guys are ready to sit back and relax and listen to what I got to tell you. And lucky for you guys, I actually have pictures of everything I'm going to show off here. So the first picture, as you can see here, is we have the entirety of Series 40 officially revealed to us. We have seen everything thanks again to Phil and some other people who found pictures on Walmart.com of the trucks. And the first one we have here is El Toro Loco for what I would assume to be Legacy trucks. This is apparently the Legacy trucks El Toro Loco that we were supposed to get in 2024 that got canceled at the end of the year. Now, what you'll notice is that this El Toro Loco looks very different from your standard El Toro Loco. The mouth looks a lot bigger. The overall casting has changed. The flames look a lot more realistic, which is awesome, and the logo is smaller. What you're going to notice, though, is that at the back end of the truck, it's actually dovetailed instead of a standard pickup truck back end, which El Toro Loco did run a dovetail in real life at one point, so that's a pretty realistic thing, all things considered. It's just very strange to me that Spin Master thought that they needed to make this variant. It's cool that they did, but like, I don't know, it kind of looks a little goofy, does it not? Like, this El Toro Loco looks a little strange. However, this does open the door for Spin Master to be able to make dovetailed monster trucks of any kind, so like Black Pearl, Wild Side, things like that. It does open the door for that, and that is super duper awesome. Next up, as you can see, something we have been waiting years for, we finally got a standard Avenger. And you know what? It's super cool. We finally got this from Spin Master, but let's be honest. Why did it take them 6 years to make this truck? This truck has been running in Monster Jam the entirety of that 6 years, and they finally made a diecast of it. Hot Wheels would have made like 7 at this point. Like, why? What is that all about? I don't know. It still ticks me off. Like, it is awesome we finally got this truck, and I cannot wait to get this and review it. I'm super duper happy, but at the same time, it still makes me really mad that this took 6 years. Like, why did it take that long? And that's really all I got to say for that one. If I had to take a guess, that truck's probably going to be a part of the Legacy Trucks series. Maybe Arena Favorites, but I don't think that would make sense because I don't think Avenger has quite literally ever been in the Arena series. So if this is in the Arena Favorites, that makes absolutely zero sense. So I'm going Legacy Trucks for that one. And then next up, this one's definitely going to be in the Arena Favorites series. This is Blue Velociraptor. We got the standard orange and purple one, and now we got the blue and green one. Completing the cycle there, and Team Throttle Monster getting another installment from Spin Master, so you don't have to spend an absolutely ludicrous amount of money on the crap Monster Machines diecast. You can actually get a really good one for a really good price that is going to, you know, not be a recycled Hot Wheels monster truck. So that's always a benefit that we can go after. And again, this does open up the door to there being future Throttle Monster trucks, such as Cyborg Jurassic Attack, Vendetta, Wrecking Machine, Rockwell Red. Those all, the door has been opened for those, which is fantastic to know that they still have the rights to make Throttle Monster trucks. And I love Throttle Monster, so this is just an all-around W for me. Next up, we have a very interesting truck. This is the BKT pickup truck. And the reason why this one's so strange is because BKT has ran a pickup truck before, but it was during the white BKT era. This new green BKT pickup truck has never existed in real life. However, what it looks like is it's meant to be the dump truck BKT truck turned into a pickup truck. Again, this is part of that whole thing that Spin Master's been doing recently, where they've been taking 3D design trucks and turning them into pickup trucks. We first saw it with Bakugan Dragonoid, Sparkle Smash, Lucas Oil Stabilizer after that, and now we have BKT. Very, very weird that they're doing this. I kind of dig the trend, I'm not gonna lie. I like rather than giving us crappy variants of trucks that no one wants, you're changing it up a little bit, and I like that. The Bakugan was nice, the Sparkle Smash was nice. I like the Stabilizer, and I like this one. I like the pickup truck trend, I'm not gonna lie, I really do. This is a very cool one. I can't help but notice it reminds me of football though for some reason, and yeah, it's just whatever. So yeah, that's that BKT truck. If I had to guess on that one, it's either going to be a part of a new series that we haven't seen yet, or that's going to be another Arena Favorites installment. Okay, this one I'm actually really excited for. I have no clue what this is supposed to be. So this is a Megalodon that's coming out in Series 40. When I first saw this, I immediately thought it's a gemstone Megalodon. I'm hoping I'm right, because we might be getting a new series in 2025 that is gemstone monster trucks, and this is a sapphire Megalodon. I hope I'm right about that, because I would be so happy. This is unironically one of my favorite Megalodons. It probably is my favorite Megalodon that Spin Master has ever made. I dig this so hard, it's not even funny. This might actually be probably my favorite truck of the, maybe, I don't know, maybe Blue Velociraptor Avenger. This is unironically probably one of my favorite trucks in Series 40. I freaking love this Megalodon, and it's so cool. So yeah, not a whole lot to say there. Like I said, if I had to take a swing, that's going to be a new series of trucks about gemstone trucks. At least I'm hoping that's what it is. That would be awesome to see. I wouldn't think it's an elemental truck. That wouldn't make too much sense to me, but whatever. Okay, this one was a massive letdown. This is Blue Thunder for a new series that's coming out called Kaleidoscope. And Kaleidoscope is meant to be trucks that are meant to be, I guess, just random colors. A lot of people were speculating that this was going to be a Sweet Treats Blue Thunder, which I have no idea where that idea came from, because, I mean, literally looking at the render image, I don't know how they looked at that and went, yep, that's a candy themed truck. Maybe like birthday cake would be the candy for this, but like I have no clue what the thought process was there. Now, when I heard that this was going to be a Kaleidoscope Blue Thunder, I was thinking it was going to look like, you know, phased out Earthshaker, where it was going to have the kaleidoscopic effect. That's not at all what this is. This just looks like an acid trip. It doesn't even look like that because the colors aren't blurry and stuff. This just looks like some Picasso nightmare. Like I am incredibly disappointed with this Blue Thunder. I am very, very upset, and I don't know what it is. This is the second year in a row where they use Blue Thunder as the head runner for a new series, and it sucked. Like, you guys remember the overcharged Blue Thunder, how bad that truck was, and then they did this. I don't know. If this is supposed to be the predecessor to the overcharged trucks, that is not off to a good start, I can tell you that right now. All right, now this one's fascinating to me. This is Tempest Steed. Just going to throw my basics out here right now. Why they made this, I have no clue. This truck is ugly. The chassis is disgusting. Again, another horse truck, whoop-de-friggin-do. This was a complete waste of a spot, in my opinion. But it is fascinating to me, and I haven't done the research on it, so I'm going to have my editor put it up on screen if this is true or not. But this looks identical to the one that came out in doubles packs in 2024. If it is, my editor is going to tell you now. If that is the case, that tells me that Spin Master might actually start re-releasing trucks, which it's about friggin' time they did that. I mean, seriously, do you know how hard it is? Every time a new release of stuff comes out from Spin Master, you have to buy everything, and you end up wasting a crap ton of money on trucks that you probably don't even want just because of how ugly they are. Instead of having to buy it once and then being covered for a couple of years, you have to keep buying new variants of trucks. It's obnoxious. But like I said, this could open the door for Spin Master to do re-releases, and I hope that's the case because, again, this is a crappy Tempest Steed anyway, so like if it is a re-release, that'll make me enjoy it more to know that I actually don't have to buy it, but still, like, it's because I already got the doubles packs once. So very fascinating one, that one. I'm not really sure what's going on there. Okay, now this is the big boy right here. This is Training Truck Megalodon. This right here is your first chase piece of 2025. This is rare, and I'm not gonna lie to you, this is a massive downgrade from the first Megalodon training truck, like massive downgrade. The first one was so much better than this. One, it had chrome rims. Two, the body didn't look all the cartoony like this. And three, it just, this doesn't even really look like a chase piece in my opinion. It has nothing about it that really gives off a chase piece vibe. I mean, I guess the metal chassis does, but like, I don't know, this really doesn't scream chase piece material, you know what I mean? It kind of just looks like just a random everyday truck that they made for the main line. So I don't know with this one. I also kind of just wanted to add a footnote here before we move on. I would like to point out how screwed up the paint scheme is on this truck, because it implies that Megalodon has a bottom lip, which the truck does not. So the paint scheme doesn't even make sense on this truck, which is absolutely hilarious to me. So yeah, I don't know. Really not a big detail to get upset about, but I just thought that was really interesting. Like I said, I am not a fan of this Megalodon by any means. I think this is definitely not chase piece material in my eyes. This truck looks almost like a janky off-brand. But yeah, just some other things I want to throw in here before we move on to the next section. We are getting JCB Digatron in the main line this year. That is happening. So please stop asking the poor admins at the Facebook group if we're getting a JCB Digatron. Yes. In fact, we're getting two. We know that we're getting one in the main line, but apparently before that gets released, we're actually getting a JCB Digatron playset. So we're getting two Digatrons next year. And I couldn't be more happy. What you're looking at here is apparently an official picture of what this truck is going to look like. And they knocked it out of the park. They did a really good job. And as somebody who is now very much indoctrinated into the JCB Digatron fan club, I am really excited for this truck. So I am super duper hyped. I can't wait for that one. That is going to be awesome. That's one that I can't wait to get my hands on. And then the other thing I wanted to point out here is, as you notice in this picture, they actually changed the paint job on Sparkle Smash to feature a new logo. Not really anything crazy, but now that Sparkle Smash is officially a Monster Jam, official Monster Jam truck. It's not a toy anymore. It's a real truck now. It is interesting to me that they changed the logo to match the real truck rather than having the real truck change to match the toy. Felt a bit backwards, but whatever. Also, since we got this picture up on screen, I want to point this out. This Sparkle Smash makes me angry. Like a level of angry that I can't even point out. Ryan Albin, Monster Jam OCD, posted this picture on Facebook to announce that the NASCAR series is continuing into 2025. This truck, however, makes me angry because every single installment into the series, the NASCAR series, the trucks feature BKT printing and matching rim and roll cage colors. Sparkle Smash is the first one to not do that, and I cannot believe that I'm one of the only people who noticed that. Like, my OCD wants to start screaming at Spin Master. They had a trend going throughout 5 waves of the series, and then wave 6 comes along and they're just like, no, we're just going to make it look like a standard Sparkle Smash. They ruined it. They literally ruined the series by doing this. Oh, they didn't ruin it. They ruined the trend by doing this because they absolutely screwed that up. But that's just my thoughts on that. Also, the Sparkle Smash NASCAR looks very weird in my opinion because they put the Sparkle Smash logo on the fender instead of spreading it out so it's on the actual side of the car. There's a lot of empty real estate on this NASCAR. I really hate the way that they did that a lot, actually. Because, like, look at what they did on the hood. If they would have just taken that graphic on the hood and put it on the side panel of the car, it would have looked a lot better. I don't know why they did that the way they did that. I mean, I get it's supposed to look like the livery on the truck, but it's not the truck. It's an NASCAR. It's a bit different. I mean, if they would have put a racing number there or something, I don't know. It's very weird that they did that the way they did. But yeah, there's that. And then before we move on to my predictions for 2025, I just want to add a final footnote here. Just before we move into the second section of this video, I hope to God we get another Scooby-Doo truck in 2025. It has been almost 3 years since the last time we got a Scooby-Doo diecast from Spin Master. Even though the truck has been running the whole time in the real-life circuit, we haven't gotten a diecast of it in like 3 years, which is bonkers to me. Scooby-Doo is becoming the new Monster Energy in a way. I really hope we get a new Scooby-Doo diecast just because, one, I have one of the Scooby-Doo diecast that Spin Master has made. Out of all the ones that they made, I only have one of them, so it'd be nice to get another one in general. But yeah, just throwing that out there as something extra. And yeah, let's move into the next section, which is my 10 predictions for trucks that we could see in 2025. Alrighty, so this next section is dedicated to all of the trucks that I predict are going to be getting releases in 2025. Just so you know, my personal record for predictions is 1 out of 10. I make 10 predictions every year, and my record so far is 1, and that was in 2023. 2023. I correctly predicted we'd get Thunderosaurus. which was hilarious because out of all of my predictions, that was the one that people were like, we're not going to get a diecast of the truck the same year that it came out in the real world, and I ended up being correct. So that one was really funny. 2024, I didn't get a single prediction right, but I wasn't surprised by that now, seeing how bad 2024 went. So here we go. This is 2025, my 2025 predictions, and I'm actually going to put them in the video this time. Rather than like I did last year where I just put them in Facebook. I'm going to do both Facebook and in the video here. So here are my 2025 predictions. Number 1, Brutus. So in the past, we have gotten some Team Scream side trucks, right? We've gotten we've gotten all the different variants of Avenger, but we've also gotten Axe and Rage. I think it's time, just because Brutus made its reappearance in Monster Jam recently, I just think it's a good time for Brutus to be, I guess, brought into it. So I think, I don't know, that's just my thoughts on that one. I hope we get Brutus. I think that'd be really cool. I think a lot of people can agree with me that Brutus would be a really awesome one to get. But yeah, there's that one. My second prediction is the Team Throttle Monster Jurassic Attack. I'm actually really surprised that we've gotten both versions of Velociraptor and we have not gotten the Throttle Monster Jurassic Attack, even though Spin Master has a Throttle Monster license and has made plenty of Jurassic Attacks. We haven't gotten the collaboration of those two IPs, which is really interesting to me. So again, I feel like this is a pretty safe bet, all things considered, whether it be mainline or doubles packs. These predictions are for the whole year in general, not just the mainline, by the way. I just want to point that out because, like I said, back in 2023, I got Thunder Roars correct, even though, again, it wasn't a mainline release, it was a playset release. I still got that one right. So, yeah. Next up, we have Purple Kraken. This will be a part of if I had to guess, probably will be part of the World Finals lineup. I just think this one's another safe bet as well because it's just a recolor of Kraken. That should be easy to make for Spin Master, all things considered. I wouldn't think that one would be too difficult. Same thing can be said for the SUV Black Pearl. I think the square body Black Pearl is pretty much going to become the new standard Avenger, where if we get that truck ever, it's going to be years from now. So I think, all things considered, knowing that we got a Willys Black Pearl last year, I think the weird, strange auxiliary Black Pearls are more likely to be made than the actual ones that we want. So yeah, here is my what would this be? My fourth prediction? This is my fourth prediction. So yeah, there's that. Now here's one that I actually really, really hope we get. This is Fire Truck Shaker. This one's really, really cool. We've also seen that we're still getting shakers in diecast form. We finally got a second one from Spin Master in 2024 in the doubles packs. It'd be really cool to see a new variant of that truck, specifically the Fire Truck one that ran last year. It'd be really cool. Or the split paint job one. I would honestly prefer the split paint job one just because that was the one that I actually got to see in person. But I would not be upset at the Fire Truck one, and I think the Fire Truck one is probably more likely, all things considered. So that's a really cool one that I hope they do, even if they don't make it correctly, because like looking at this picture, it's got the cut-off back end. I have a feeling when we get the diecast from Spin Master, it's going to have the full back end rather than the cut-off, but that's perfectly fine. And then we got Holographic Bad Company as my next contender. I'm actually kind of wanting to retract this one just because I know John Gordon has, I think, officially left Monster Jam. He and Monster Jam cut ties because he didn't want to be a part of it anymore. So the chances are of us getting a Holographic Bad Company are actually really bad, all things considered. But they're... all things considered, if we do get one, it's going to be this year. It's definitely not going to be after this year. After this year, we'd be lucky if we ever got another Bad Company diecast from Spin Master. So, yeah, this one's one that I'm really hoping for, though, because, again, this is a truck that I got to see in person, and I really think a diecast of it would be sweet, especially if they can figure out how to do the holographic paint. That would be really sweet. Next up, I got Monster Mutt Junkyard Dog. The reason why I got this one down here is because Spin Master has made every single Mercury Monster Mutt except this guy. So this is the last Mercury Mutt to make. And that is if they make this first and don't do the stupid thing where I have a feeling they're going to pull a Monster Jam Showdown and do Mercury versions of Poodle and Husky first instead of giving us Junkyard Dog, because I could totally see them doing that. And that the whole Monster Jam Showdown livery thing is a discussion for a different day. And then, of course, I had to include... oh, I've actually got a picture missing here. That's hilarious. I am missing a picture. I'll throw it in the editing. But another one that I was going to do was just a standard Mohawk Warrior. Since Great Clips and Monster Jam have separated, I figured just a standard everyday Mohawk Warrior now would be the time for Spin Master to make that. And I could totally see them doing that. And I hope they do that because that would be really cool to kind of throw it back to the George Ballhand days of Mohawk Warrior. I would love to see that. And then next up, we have Classroom Crusher. I did get my Thunder Roars prediction right when I made it, so I got a feeling Classroom Crusher might be a safe bet, all things considered. Even though, once again, the same like 3 people who told me I was an idiot for predicting Thunder Roars are the same 3 people who told me I was an idiot for predicting this one. So, yeah, I hope that their hatred towards my predictions end up making this one correct also, because that would be incredibly comical. But yeah. Also, just in general, kind of throwing my ideas out here because I actually haven't talked about this truck yet. I like this truck, all things considered. But again, remember how I was talking about the Sparkle Smash logo placement? I hate the logo placement on this truck. You had all of that free real estate with the flames. You could have taken Classroom Crusher and put it over the flames on the side. But then instead, they just crammed it up at the top where you can barely see it. I think that looks so stupid. Also, fun drinking game. Take a shot for every single Monster Jam logo you see in this picture. Good freaking Lord. And then just as a final one here, because I think this is the 3rd year in a row I've requested this truck, Lucas Oil Crusader. In fact, this truck was actually going to be made at one point. I think it was 2019. We actually got a prototype of this produced by Spin Master, but the actual diecast was never released. And yeah, like I said, they totally could pull this off if they wanted to. For Retro Rebels, they got the deal with Lucas Oil because of stabilizer. They have made a prototype of this truck. Lucas Oil Crusader, made by Spin Master, was and still is a thing that could happen. And I am really, really hoping they finally just decide to do it. I guess. I don't know. I was gonna find a different way to phrase that. And then just as like a bonus thing here that I kind of want to throw in, Rubik's just celebrated their 50th anniversary recently. And that is a company that is also owned by Spin Master. So I think it'd be neat in the alternate dimension series if we saw a Rubik's Cubed themed truck. It probably won't happen. I hope it does, because that would be freaking awesome. But yeah, that's just another one I'm throwing out there. Since we got the Ringling Brothers truck last year, a Rubik's Cube truck this year would be really, really sweet. And I'd be totally down for that because I actually collect Rubik's Cubes. So I think that would be a really fun installment. And then that is actually the final picture I have here. So I'm going to pull my logo back up on screen here for this little final piece. I was going to address this earlier. Monster Jam Showdown, the new video game that came out. There are so many wild liveries in that game. We're talking like Ice Digatron. We're talking like Fire Recreation. So many weird, like we got retro Monster Mutt gears. It's such a weird game because of all these weird random liveries. Look, here's what I'm just going to say. I'm just going to throw this out there right now. I swear to God, if 90% of the diecasts that come out from Spin Master this year are just showdown liveries of trucks, I am going to be very, very upset. And I'm also going to be very, very disappointed in Spin Master because I think that is an absolute waste. Those liveries are cool, don't get me wrong. But I think mass producing them would, one, be a dumb idea because everybody's going to be upset if you do that, I can tell you right now. And 2, if you mass produce them, it kills the hype on them. So here, just to give a couple of ideas, because a lot of Monster Jam YouTubers have this thing where they complain about stuff but never give solutions. So here's my input on this idea. Basically what I want to say here is that if they decide to do the Monster Jam Showdown liveries as diecasts, I think releasing them slowly in the doubles packs, or like slowly, like I'm talking like really, really slowly. Like I'm talking like 3 liveries a year between or in the main line or in doubles packs, like really slowly to make sure that they each get the hype and they're not peg warmers. But that would be the method. Or I think what they could do, you know, the Champion collection that they did at Target, which I still to this day have no clue what that was all about, what that collection was even supposed to be. It made no sense to me. They should do something like that. Not make it Target exclusive because nobody likes when you do that. They should do a side series that is called the Showdown Collection. And that's what it is. It's just a collection. Every set has maybe like 5 trucks in it. And then it's like Series 1 has Fire Recreation, Ice Digatron, the black holographic Gravedigger. Do a series like that, almost like the Marvel trucks. I think that would be quite possibly the best way to go about doing that. But then again, that's just a suggestion, something that I'm throwing out there just because I personally don't want to see the poster reveal tomorrow and have it be 90% Showdown liveries or, you know, just stuff that nobody wants. We already have to live with the fact that we're going to get 9 Gravediggers next year in the main line and possibly more than that. So if they can do it, if they can do the showdown liveries gently, that would be fantastic. I was yapping for so long, I ran out of video to talk over. What I was going to say is, I personally would love those showdown diecasts. I think that would be fantastic. But I just, knowing how many liveries there are, I hope they don't invade the main line. I hope they don't invade the doubles packs. And I hope to God they don't re-release all of them and make like 30 million variations of like Ice Digatron. That would really suck. So yeah, like I said, if Spin Master goes about making showdown diecast, I feel like knowing them, there's a good chance it's not going to be good. But I have faith. After last year, I hope they have started to actually listen to their community more. And I hope that they are taking in consideration that, you know, these people who are buying the diecast might actually, you know, we're the ones buying them. So our preferences of what we get to buy might actually be something you should take into consideration rather than just making 40 million Monster Mutt Rottweilers with different color chassis and tires. Because all you're doing is losing money on people who are buying those and then making them into customs and selling them for like 50 times over what they bought the original truck for. So yeah, like I said, if Spin Master knows what they're doing next year, I think there's going to be a lot of changes, and I'm excited to see what's going on. They already got, like, if this isn't a sign that things are changing for the better, the mystery mutters are done for. They literally got rid of the mystery mutters. 2025, they're gone. We're never going to see those again, hopefully. They've been replaced by the dirty to clean trucks. I cannot tell you how excited I am about this, man. This is awesome. But yeah, with that being said, it is time for you guys to see the poster. If you sat through that whole section, thank you for being a committed viewer. But it's time for what you are here for. I'm going to stop recording now, and I'll pick this recording back up tomorrow for me. But you guys, it's just going to be a few seconds. So with that being said, thank you all for watching the first section, and it's on to the second half of the video. Alrighty, everybody. It is currently 6:30 in the afternoon on January 3rd. The poster should have been posted 30 minutes ago. So without further ado, I think it's time we begin. I just want to, as I'm pulling up the poster on my end, I just want to throw in some extra thoughts that I had real quick. I know that we got Night Storm and Catastrophe in 2024, which were ripoffs of Predator and Prowler. I can bet you almost $100 there's going to be a ripoff of Pouncer this year in the main line. Watch it be called something like Jungle Creeper or something like that. That'd be freaking hilarious. But yeah, I think that's really all I really got to say. Oh, that El Toro Loco that we're getting in the first set for the year. I actually just saw this morning that is actually a redesign of El Toro Loco that they're actually going to run in real life now. They have completely changed El Toro Loco's body design to that new style. That is what the real life El Toro Loco looks like now, which I'm not going to lie. I actually think I'm all aboard with that. I actually think that's super duper cool because they designed it that way so it could do stoppies and like two-wheel skills tricks easier. I'm all for it, you know. They did it with the Mercury Monster Mutts. I figured it was at some point they were going to redesign El Toro Loco. Maybe this means Megalodon and Dragon will get redesigns at some point. Like I said, I am all for it 100%. I think it's super cool. But yeah, without further ado, I think it's time. I'm really nervous. Got a DQ Blizzard on standby just in case if this is disappointing and I need to decompress. But here we go. I'm going to squint my eyes so that way I can't see anything. Here we go. The poster is pulled up. All right. Okay, so he's actually got a full picture of the poster this year. I'm going to cover and I'm going to look. What in the world? Yo, the poster is like completely different this year. What is that all about? Huh. This is weird. Wow, the poster is like completely redesigned this year. This is really fascinating. So I'm only looking at the top row right now with Avenger BKT and Blue Thunder. As you can see, it is, you know, they put Avenger in the arena favorites just as I suspected they would. Monster Jam, you had one job. How do you put two Son of a Diggers in arena favorites and then you put Avenger in arena favorites? That doesn't even make any sense. But BKT is an arena of favorites, as I suspected. And then, of course, we got the Kaleidoscope Blue Thunder. I'm going to squint my eyes again and see if there are better pictures, which there does not appear to be. Wonderful. So we're going to have to do this piece by piece, which is fantastic. So yeah, I guess what I'll do is I'll just cover it with my hands and we'll go down one row at a time for you guys. So the top row we already looked at. Here's the second row. We got Legacy Trucks El Toro Loco, which as we saw before, we already know what that is. And then we got the Megalodon, which is a series that I can't fully see real quick. So I'm going to avert my eyes again and look at the thing. And Facebook's acting up. Wonderful. This is, let me out. Let me out. Okay, here's a close-up picture. Kaleidoscope trucks. So the Megalodon is not a gemstone truck. It's part of the same series as Blue Thunder, or is Blue Thunder a different series? Blue Thunder is called Electruck Crew, which I would assume is meant to be a play on the overcharged trucks. Well, that's disappointing. They somehow made the overcharged trucks worse. How did they pull that one off? That's impressive. So yeah, there's that. I'm going to back out a little bit. Let's get back to the main poster here. So we got Training Trucks Megalodon, which is, as you know, a chase piece. We got new live truck for Legacy Trucks. I would assume that is Classroom Crusher, if I had to take a bet. So that's a point for me if that is Classroom Crusher. Second row, we got Blue Velociraptor, which we already saw. Tempest Steed, which I looked into. That is not a re-release of Tempest Steed. That is the exact same Tempest Steed. It is a part of Crazy Creatures by the looks of things. Velociraptor and Arena favorites, as I predicted. No. Is that holographic Bad Company? Are you kidding me? Did they actually do it? And it's part of the World Final Series. That is so hype. That's okay. So that's 2 points for me. Again, accounting that the live truck is Classroom Crusher. We don't know that yet. That is so hype. And then next to it, you can see Digatron there, which is a part of a side series that I can't really read. Again, let me back out here and see if I can find the Digatron here. I can't really make out anything at the current moment. Oh, never mind. They don't have an up close. Oh, wait, they do. Hold on. Trucks on Duty. So it's a part of like the series that had Fuel Academy and the Crush Cycle. So it's a part of that series. And then next to it, we have the Electruck Crew with the dragon. That dragon looks horrible. I absolutely hate it. I am not going to lie to you whatsoever. That looks terrible. Again, it's not because I am a dragon hater. It is because I genuinely just think that truck is disgusting. All right, next row. We got Thunder Roarish Trainer Truck. So there's another chase piece for you. That is interesting. We got Legacy Trucks Gravedigger. I can't really make out what that is. It's Black 25th. Oh my God, that is so hype. It's Black 25th. Okay, so we actually finally got that truck, and it's not just one that they scrapped out of nowhere for some reason. Okay, next to it we have Krex, K-Rex. K-Rex. What arena favorites K-Rex? What is that? And then we got a Racing Stripes that just looks like a re-release. That's stupid. Arena favorites, Son of a Digger. Absolutely nothing interesting happening with that one. What is K-Rex? That is weird. Maybe I'm not pronouncing it right. Underneath that, we got Excalibur with a headache rack in the back. Oh, it's a dovetailed Excalibur. That's hype. A green Crush Cycle. Not sure what that's all about. Monster Mutt with blue rims. Yippee. Oh, and the ears aren't even down. Wow. That's great, guys. Soldier Fortune Black Ops for Legacy Trucks. Find it weird that they're still making that one. Thunder Roarus for Nitro Neon. Oh my God, wait, are they actually making the Nitro Neon, the actual real life Nitro Neon trucks in the main line? Oh no, this is a completely different. This Thunder Roarus actually has something going on with the paint scheme. Fascinating, okay. All right. The World's Worst Monster Mutt Dalmatian. Again, ears are up in the air, and I'm pretty sure that is a variant of Dalmatian that we've actually gotten before, so I have no clue why they made that. That's a load of garbage. We got El Toro Loco for a series that I can't read. I think that's Kaleidoscope Trucks again. Let me take a look here, see if I can see it. Kaleidoscopes. Okay, so yeah, kaleidoscopes there. We got a really good looking yellow El Toro Loco. That's awesome. We got Stars and Stripes Jester. Oh, that is going to be an awesome one. World Finals. That's hype. And next to it, we got a Sparkle Smash Trainer Truck. Okay, all right. There's like a lot of bad stuff here, but there's also some pretty awesome stuff as well. And then, of course, we got all the hidden trucks at the bottom, which is Gravedigger for Legacy Trucks, Blue Thunder for Legacy Trucks, Earthshaker, Jambulance. They already had an ambulance casting. What is Jambulance? What did they just forget about Monster Jam Fire Rescue and Ranger Rescue? What happened there? Scooby-Doo. Okay, I said Scooby-Doo might get a return. That's awesome. Okay, so I predicted that one. Sparkle Smash Legacy Trucks. Danger Diva's Stone Crusher. What? Has a woman ever driven Stone Crusher? Not to my knowledge. Danger Diva's Stone. Why? That's weird. Oh, I don't even know what that could possibly be. A pink Stone Crusher wouldn't look good, I wouldn't think. That's a weird one. Okay. Legacy Trucks Zombie. Okay, whatever. El Toro Loco for, I can't read the series on that one. Oh, Trainer Trucks El Toro Loco. Okay, fascinating. School Bus. Okay, so the new live truck might not actually be, because it's Legacy Trucks, it might not actually be the one, why can't I think of the name? Classroom Crusher. So that's a fascinating one right there. I don't know what that one's going to be all about. And then we got Avenger for Arena Favorites. So we're getting another Avenger. I would imagine that's going to be the World Finals Avenger from last year. Dragon for Legacy Trucks. Again, why Avengers and Arena Favorites does not make any sense to me, but whatever. Megalodon for Legacy Trucks. El Toro Loco Legacy Trucks. Bailey Circuit for Alternate Dimensions. I wonder if that's another truck that was designed by a kid. I bet it is. Northern Nightmare for Nitro Neons. Strange one. That's interesting. Thunder Roars for Legacy Trucks and Gravedigger for the Trainer Trucks. And that's it. That is, how many trucks do we have here? 6 times 5 is 30. 30 plus 7 is 37. 37 plus 8 is 45. 45? Last year we got 54. We got 9 less trucks this year. Holy crap, that is... Our first set of trucks only had 8 in it. 8, 9, 45. Wow, that is... How many trucks are we getting in each case this year? That can't be it. No, that can't be the whole poster, is it? Is that seriously the whole poster? That is. That is the whole poster from start to finish. Huh. Well, I'm not going to lie to you guys. If I have to give my full thoughts, which I feel like I do here because that's the whole point of the video. If I have to give my full thoughts on the poster, I am going to be honest here. I knew that they were going to downsize this year, but this is a lot bigger of a downsize than I was expecting. That is for sure. I think there's some interesting stuff on here. That is for sure. Okay, I sound really disappointed. I'm going to be honest here. There's some really awesome stuff, but the fact that they downsized as much as they did and we're still getting trucks like the Monster Mutt, the Dalmatian, and Tempest Steed is really disappointing in my opinion. Just because those trucks are just going to be peg warmers. You know for a fact they're going to be peg warmers. I don't know why they keep making trucks like that, but whatever. There's a lot on here that I'm actually, like the blacked out trucks, I am really fascinated to see what some of these are, all things considered. Because like I said, this Danger Diva's Stone Crusher, I don't even know what that could possibly be. Might be a misprint. We've seen that before where they've misprinted stuff on the poster, so maybe that's what that is. I am really excited to see what Bailey Circuit is. That's a fascinating one there. Okay. All right, now we got to do the interesting part here. We got to tally up how many predictions I got right. So, new live truck. I don't know what new live truck means. That is probably the weirdest thing on this poster, if I'm being honest. But it says school bus on one of these, so I'm going to say that's Classroom Crusher. Got that one right. We got Holographic Bad Company, which is really awesome. That was a huge victory for me personally, just because I really, really wanted that truck. And I think that's it, honestly. I think that is all I got predictions-wise. I didn't see Mohawk Warrior. Yeah, there's no Mohawk Warrior on here anywhere. So I guess that's out of it. Yeah, I think all I got was 2. That's still a personal record for me, though, so I'm going to take that as a victory. We got two predictions correct, which is fantastic. But then again, we also got to factor in we have doubles packs as well to look forward to this year and see if there's anything cool coming out in that. But yeah, I guess that sums it up. So I'm not going to lie. I'm a little underwhelmed. I really did think that this was going to be... I really was expecting there to be big things coming out this year in the main line, and there is, but there is a very lackluster amount of big things. Like I was expecting, to there be, oh yeah, it's 2025. 2024 was bad, but we're coming back in 2025. 1, they downsized massively, and 2, they're still releasing ridiculous trucks that no one's gonna buy. I don't get that. Like, and you may be like, oh, it's for the kids will play with them. I can guarantee you my Walmart will have 50 of those Monster Muts on the shelves. I mean, that's an over exaggeration, but you know what I mean. They are going to warm the shelves because nobody wants them. It's a waste. It really is. But maybe customizers will love them and buy all of them and then reuse the parts for an actually good looking truck. Who knows? But yeah, I think honestly, out of everything on this poster, the 4th of July Jester, the Holographic Bad Company, JCB Digatron are probably the top 3 that I'm looking forward to. Avenger is also up there as well. Velociraptor as well. I'm not going to lie. Chase Piece Series this year being training trucks, I'm not here for it. Honestly, I think they should have done something different. The training trucks are kind of lame. I'm not going to lie. But I'm almost wondering, because of the way this poster is set up, if it's going to be 5 cases of truck. Yeah, I don't know if you guys can see what I'm talking about here. If it's going to be like 5 cases of trucks, and then it's going to be like up top. Well, no, because that wouldn't work because of the way the poster's formatted. Just pretend I wasn't even saying anything important there. I apologize. But yeah, I'm really curious about K-Rex, whatever in the world that is supposed to be. Very, very fascinated by whatever K-Rex is. I think that's what that says. K-Rex. Crex. Is it supposed to maybe be like an Escalade style truck? I have no idea. That is so weird. I don't know. There's a lot of interesting stuff happening this year. The Kaleidoscope series is very fascinating to me. I am actually, the Kaleidoscope series might be my new favorite series of the year. Like how we had the Street Treats last year. That series was really awesome. This year, it's going to be Kaleidoscope 100% is probably going to be my new favorite fantasy series. And then, much like last year with the Overcharge series being horrible, I think Electruck series or whatever it's called is probably my new least favorite because all of the trucks that we've seen so far for that series look terrible. So I do not have high hopes for that series. But yeah, I guess what we'll do is we'll wrap up the video here and just say that that is the full poster. We got the full poster reveal, and honestly, like I said, I am very, very intrigued as to what some of this stuff is going to look like because it is fascinating. So yeah, I guess with that being said, that's all I got for today's video. I know I feel bad now because of all that buildup leading into this, just for that to be the final reveal with the very little amount of stuff there. But just think of it this way. We're lucky to have a company that is willing to make the diecast anyway, because it totally could have happened where we couldn't even be getting Monster Jam diecast anymore. So it is a reality. It's a good thing to accept that we are at least getting trucks, and whether or not they're good is beyond that point. I'll leave it up to you guys. Let me know, because I know this video is going to be like a premiere. Let me know in the chat what your guys' thoughts are on the truck. Let me know on the trucks. Let me know what you think in the comments of the video if you're not watching this live. But yeah, basically, if I had to sum it all up, half of it looks really, really awesome. The other half of it looks really, really underwhelming. All in all, I'm going to be honest, I thought 2025 was going to be the best year yet, but just based on this poster, which again, this is a poster. We haven't even seen the real trucks yet. Just based off the poster, It's definitely not looking like it's going to be the best year yet. In fact, it looks like they are downsizing massively, which is upsetting because, you know, you would think Spitmaster would have had this crap figured out. But then again, maybe this is like 2020, the year of COVID not doing well, and then 2021 came after it and it was terrible because 2021 was, you know, hit massively by the lack of money and having to change everything. So again, who knows? Maybe the memes are true and it's like the 2025, we already screwed up 2025. 2026 is going to be our year though. But yeah, like I said, if I had to sum it all up, I'd basically say this is going to be probably a mid year. It's going to be mid tier, not fantastic, not terrible, just mid. I don't know. Then again, like I said, I try not to pass judgment on things too hard because I would rather see them in person and make my choices from there. But with that being said, I hope you all enjoyed. I hope this video was worth your time. I can guarantee it probably wasn't because of how long it took. But with that being said, I thank you all for watching. And yeah, here's to 2025. Let's hope it's strong. Thank you and good night.